Welcome to the Women Living Well After 50 podcast. I'm Sulon Carrick and I'm passionate about inspiring, motivating, supporting and informing women over 50 to embrace this exciting time of life. Health and wellness in mind, body and spirit are the foundations for living well, but there is so much more to a life well lived. Each week, through conversations with my guests, I'll be presenting topics that will help us all to live well and enjoy life. So join me as we discover new ways to become women living well after 50. Are you ready to start living? What are you waiting for? Let's get started. Welcome to another episode of the Women Living Well After 50 podcast. I'm Sulon Carrick and it's lovely to have you join me. Now, it's a little bit different today. If you're a regular listener, you might have noticed that I haven't been posting any interviews lately, and there's a reason for that. So I thought I'd hop on today and give you a bit of an update. I'm actually having to press pause on the podcast interviews for a little while. It's a decision that I didn't take lightly. I've just celebrated actually having over 100,000 odd views. And download. So it's been a wonderful experience, something that I started to build some self-confidence. And here I am. I've met some beautiful women along the way and women with wonderful stories and sharing them with us on how we can live well and enjoy our life. So what's been happening with me? Well, today I want to talk about how we cope with life's challenges. A couple of months ago, life was great. We'd just come back from a cruise to Papua New Guinea, which if you ever get to do one, take it because it's such a fascinating area and one that's so close to Australia, but I'd never actually been there before. So we came home and then a couple of weeks later, I had come down with a virus, which was, had me in bed for a couple of weeks, and I had started to get some chest pain. So my husband took me to the emergency department, and long story short, I had to go to the cardiologist. Now, if I hadn't had the virus, if I hadn't had the chest pains, which weren't really anything, I wouldn't have ended up finding out about my health. As you all know, I am very fit and healthy. I live a healthy lifestyle. I eat well. I regularly exercise. I do all the things right. But what I found out over the last couple of months that there's nothing I can do about genetics. So I've actually been diagnosed with a cardio disease. It's, my arteries are starting to get a little bit of build-up of plaque and things like that. And there's nothing I can really do about that. I can't live any better than what I'm living, so I have to resort to medication. And that's what I'm going to do. But what I want to talk about is how you look at life's challenges when they come to you. Now, I was at first feeling a little bit frustrated. I'd been and as I said, I've done everything right, but you cannot control your family medical history and the genetics that you have. So you can either go down to it and just give up on living, give up on enjoying life, or you can have a positive mindset. It all comes down to how you view things, because we all have life's challenges and sometimes they can come out of left field. Now, was my birthday yesterday. I'm 66 now, and so the way I celebrated my birthday was with a stress test, which came out with flying colours. So that has really helped, and I'm allowed to start running again. But it was a good time for me to reflect on how I would feel if I couldn't do some of the things that I had always loved doing. And it can affect your mental health. So what I did, I couldn't do any strenuous exercise, but I could go for a walk. So I'd started some daily walks, which really helped my mental health as well as my physical health. And I love walking around the lake where I live. There's bushland, and nature has such healing powers. So life can be difficult for everyone, and we all face challenges. The key to coping is our mindset and how we look at things. So for me, keeping a positive mindset is vital. It's how you look at things. For me, it was accepting that the health results weren't great and accepting what they were, but also realizing that they could have been a lot more worse. It could have been so much more worse if I hadn't been living a healthier lifestyle. I might have been going along unaware of what was happening and then having a heart attack. So looking at that positive side is I know where I am. I know that having to take medication is where I'm at. I've accepted that, but I can continue to live my healthy lifestyle and enjoy life. So for me, that's exercising or moving daily. It's eating well. It's doing things that I enjoy. It's removing things from my life that rob me of joy. And that could include people as well. So that can be challenging when we have to really get down to relationships that we have with others and, see what value we give to each other in that relationship. It's a matter of making the time for yourself, and we all talk about me time and we all talk about self-care, but how often do you look at yourself and really take the time to do things for yourself, and in particular making your health the priority? Because without your health, what do you have? You can't enjoy life if you don't have good health. And that's important to know your medical history. What is your family medical history? Are there screenings that you need to have? Are there tests that you could be having to help prevent or to help minimize the risk of chronic disease? It all comes down to being informed. So that's where I'm at the moment. I'm just taking a step back. I will continue to perhaps post some short micro episodes from myself, but at the moment I've had to step back from interviewing other people and just take a little look at my life and do some things that I need to do to get back to where I was. So that's where I'm at. I'm pressing the pause for the moment. There are so many episodes perhaps you could revisit, and as I said, I will be from time to time popping in with some little advice or inspiration or motivation for you. So I'd love to know how you cope with life challenges, how you view them. It all comes down to mindset and how you look at things, and you can either accept the way things are and stop living, or you can accept the way things are, do something about it, and enjoy life. So thanks for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed listening to where I'm at, my update, and remember to live well, enjoy life, and most of all, be a woman living life your way. Bye for now.